Hello, good evening to you all. Welcome to my relationship show here on the Daniel Creative channel. My name is Hippolyte Aratuo, your favorite host. Before I say anything, I'd like to say a very big thank you to our partner who have been making this show possible. Today, we are not here to discuss much about the topic, but we are here to give you some tips about our next show, which is going to be based on teenage pregnancy. On our next show, we'll be discussing about teenage pregnancy, as I said earlier on. Because in our society nowadays, teenagers are getting pregnant and they are dropping out of school carelessly nowadays due to this hard economy. So we have about 7 tips to discuss with you next on our show, but I would just like to highlight 3 points out to you. And next week on our show, we'll be having 2 guests who will help us to discuss about the topic teenage pregnancy. One of our tips we'll be talking about is how can we effectively educate teens about safe sex and reproductive health. Also, we would like to talk about how does teenage pregnancy impact a young woman's education and career opportunities. And last but not the least, we will be discussing about what can parents do to support and guide their teenage children when it comes to sexual health. Parents are having a responsibility to educate their teenagers about sexual health. If parents educate their wards about sexual health, it will help to reduce teenage pregnancy rates in the country. Because the economy is really hard and things are tough for the youth outside. So if parents educate their wards about teenage pregnancy and how to have a safe sex and other stuff just to prevent the teenage pregnancy in the country. These are not all. We'll be discussing much on our next show. Just be with us on our next show and we'll highlight more and discuss more about teenage pregnancy. Our guest will also help us to elaborate more about the show. We are proudly sponsored by STMB Media. If you want any graphic design, don't hesitate to contact Daniel Creative. They are not based in only graphic designing, but also they are good in photo shooting and media assistance. Just look below your screen and pick the number. Call them and give them the location. They will be in your assistance. This is the number: 0240 65 8325. 0240 65 8325. Don't hesitate to contact them. Just give them your location. If you want photo shooting, graphic designing, or any other media assistance, call them and they'll be at your doorsteps. Thank you for watching us here on Daniel Creative channel on my relationship show. As I said earlier on, our next show will be on teenage pregnancy, which we will be having 2 guests to help us to discuss on the topic. Don't hesitate to join us next week. Be with us, ask your questions, and we'll be in your assistance. It is still your favorite channel, Daniel Creative channel, with your host, Hippolyte Aratuo. See you next time.